Alaska, the frigid northern extremity of America. Come April, the harsh winter begins to loosen its grip on the land. The seemingly endless nights grow shorter, day by day, and the frozen wilderness starts to thaw. In the heart of this majestic setting lies a small town not far from Fairbanks, whose weary inhabitants eagerly await the arrival of spring. Montgomery Memorial Hospital watches over the town like an old man, and in this remote hospital toil two doctors who are about to be swallowed by the jaws of fate.
Here! Hurry, Val! The patient's a 40-year-old male. He has a gash on his chest and he's losing blood fast.
How is he injured?
He ignored the tour guide's warning and picked a fight with a grizzly. His blood pressure's 70, his heart rate's 130, and he's lost consciousness.
Got it. Can you hear me? We're going to take you into the hospital. My name is Valerie Blaylock. I'll be treating you. Don't worry. You've been badly injured, but it's not hopeless. In fact, you're quite lucky that there are two skilled doctors in a remote place like this.
I've confirmed the patient's blood type and blood count, Dr. Vaughn.
Do we have enough blood on hand? If not, then make arrangements. Have Eric make a quick trip to the blood center. Now what about the x-rays?
It looks like he has 2 broken bones. We'll have to rebuild them. Nurse, have an ample supply of antibiotic gel ready.
It's hard to believe, but situations like this don't seem to faze me anymore. And here I thought I was gonna be able to kick back and enjoy the northern lights every night.
Oh, quit your whining.
Doctor, the patient's vitals are dropping.
All right, let's get down to business. I have dinner reservations.
Let's begin the conference. The patient has suffered a large laceration extending from his right shoulder to his chest. He also has a compound fracture in his right arm. The bone fragments seem to be aggravating the surrounding tissue. There are 2 objectives in this operation. The first is to stop the bleeding and suture the wound. The second is to retrieve the bone fragments, reform them, and set them in place.
The blood won't be arriving for a while.
We don't have time to wait. We have to begin the procedure immediately.
I agree.
Time is of the essence. Let's get started.
Okay, let's begin the operation. The patient's vitals are low. Please use the syringe to Please inject more. We need to get it. His vitals have been stabilized. Begin treating the external wound. First, you'll need to sew up the laceration with the sutures. Begin suturing the remaining lacerations.
So far, so good.
The suturing is complete. Please treat them with antibiotic gel.
That takes care of the external wounds. Let's move on to treating his arm.
Apply the antibiotic. The area has been disinfected. Now, make an incision with the scalpel. Begin treating the fracture. First, retrieve all the bone fragments. Use the forceps to place the fragments if the first fragment has been removed. Don't forget to treat the wound. The third fragment has been removed. Please treat the wound as well. All of the bone fragments have been...
Looks like this bone is warped.
Let's see if we can reshape it with Watch the Orientation, Doctor.
Now we need to reconnect the bone fragments.
Twist your wrist to maneuver the fragment into... You've successfully placed the first bone fragment. Please continue. That's not the correct location. Please look at the shape of the bone fragment more carefully.
This is like a jigsaw puzzle.
All of the bone fragments have been properly placed.
That does it. Let's close them up.
Now suture it in the same manner as the laceration. Okay, We need to bandage the sutured incision. Use the antibiotic gel to...
The bleeding stopped.
Apply the bandage from one end of... Good work, everyone. Good work, Doctor. I don't know how you can remain so calm during an operation. I'll transfer the patient to room 3.
He'll need to remain here for about 5 days. Should I send a bill for a guided tour of Montgomery Memorial to his travel agent?
Good idea, but don't serve him anything fancy. We don't want him getting too comfortable.
I see that the operation went well.
It did. So when are they going to give us the key to the city? We are making Alaska safe for tourists, after all.
I'll take it from here. That is, if you don't mind stepping aside for an old-timer like me.
No, not at all. Just let me know if anything comes up. I'll be at Lucky's, enjoying some grilled salmon.
Well, I don't let my stomach call the shots, so I'd be happy to stay a little longer, sir.
That's quite all right, Dr. Blaylock. There's nothing more we can do for him for the time being.